Alright, everybody, welcome back to part 2 of myths and misconceptions about paranormal investigating. As it says on the thing, I am one high-tech redneck. And of course, as always, the views and opinions expressed in this video are solely the views and opinions of the host, me. So sit back and relax, and I will try to finish this video up. It ran a little long, so we'll get right back onto it. On my little list here, like I said, I did write this stuff down. I wanted to keep track of what I was going over. There's a lot of misconceptions about the people who do paranormal investigations. You know, a lot of people think they're freaks and weirdos, and they think they have mental psychic abilities. I have no psychic ability whatsoever. I look at it from a more experience-based technical background where I don't have a degree in anything, but I kind of know how a lot of different stuff works because I've dealt with it, I've fixed it, I've worked on a lot of different things. A lot of people are just normal, everyday, down-to-earth people who have had an experience of some kind. The vast majority of investigators have had a personal experience that drew them into the field looking for answers. They're not going to... You will find those people who are dressed all in black. They got all kinds of piercings, and they're just, they look like they a little bit of white makeup, and they'd be on The Walking Dead or something. You will find those people. There are people like that in the paranormal field, but even them, give them a chance. Talk to them. If they seem a little out there to you talking to them, then use your best judgment. But just because somebody's interested in the paranormal, doesn't mean that they're a freak or a weirdo. I mean, everybody loves Halloween. Well, almost everybody. Another thing that I thought of a lot, I've heard people say is, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg to have someone come in and investigate my house. No, it shouldn't. A team should not charge you anything. If you're looking at a team of investigators and they have a list of prices, even charging you for gas and travel and something like that, run the other way. Run. Don't walk. They're just there to rip you off. Nobody gets into this field looking to get rich that has a genuine interest in the paranormal, because it's not going to happen. Like I said before, this isn't people's day jobs. It costs us an arm and a leg to investigate because the equipment is not cheap. But we don't charge a dime. Most teams will not charge you a dime. And like I said, if you come across one that wants to charge you for an investigation, go somewhere else. Let me think here. Where am I at? A lot of people have this idea that they need to call in the big name teams that have been on TV. They've been on TV. They got a lot of exposure. Depending on where you live, you can always call in a large team. 9 times out of 10, I would start with a smaller team. Because then if they do give you something to have, something to show, taps and those type of guys to say, hey, we've had teams in, this is what they've been able to find. A smaller, more local team is also going to do a better job of giving you evidence to review, or not evidence, research. So, yeah. Where we live, where I live, everything's not available on the internet. You actually have to go to libraries and sit and dig through stuff. In the courthouse to dig through property records and that kind of stuff. So, yeah. And the last two kind of go hand in hand. And they're not really so much myths, but something to... Don't really... they could happen. I'll put it to you that way. They could happen. There's a possibility this could happen. They're just going to tell me what I want to hear, and they're going to show me a bunch of fake stuff. You could find teams like that. I hope you don't. I hope they're straight up and honest with you. It also falls into they need to have a psychic. And that I forgot to mark that one down, but that was another one. People think that a paranormal investigator team needs a psychic. I can walk into a building and I can tell you I'm psychic, and I can tell you a whole bunch of crap that isn't true. And I'm going to come right out and say it. And if anybody is genuinely a psychic, don't get me wrong, I believe the phenomenon can exist. I believe it's out there. But 90-some% of the people who claim to be psychic are not. They're just not. They're fakes. I came up with a term a long time ago called Sean Spencering. And anybody who has seen the TV show Psych knows exactly what I'm talking about. The guy he is brilliant and an awesome detective, but he is so good. He has convinced people that he has special psychic abilities, and he's just that observant. He can pick up on things that most people can't. So, yeah, that's about it. There are teams out there who are going to give you a lot of false information. There are teams out there who are going to just tell you what you want to hear. Unfortunately, the team I'm a part of is not like that. We've actually had the opposite effect. We've had clients where they wanted us to disprove everything, come up with a rational explanation for everything that's going on, and we come back and say, yeah, we think you have a ghost, and they get mad at us. We've also had people who've come to us and wanted us to investigate because they were dead set that they had a ghost in their house. We've even had people who are dead set they had a demon in their house. And we come back and say, nope, this is probably causing that. This is probably causing that. And they got mad at us. And don't get me started on demons. That's another one. Some of these shows, all these places are demon infested. Demon infested. Demon infested. Wow! That's a lot of demons. In almost 10 years, no, it doesn't happen. Not that often. I'm not saying demons aren't real, demons don't exist. You're never going to come across a demonic haunt. I'm saying it doesn't happen all the time. It is very rare. It's very dangerous. So, yeah. Not something you want to just have happen. So, I think that about covers everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm done with that. So until next time, y'all take care and happy hunting, and I'll catch you later. See ya.